So first so go here and I have given very clear instructions. So create a folder structure, features folder, okay? Then page objects folder, then utilities folder. If you have any utility methods, you can create step definition package, runner package. These are all things you have to create. Okay, so these are so explain your project structure like this, same as it is. So yesterday we created the project, right? A BDD Cucumber project. So I'm going to create a SRC test Java below the features folder. Let's create a folder, new. So you can see there is a folder option, right? Folder, feature, view, feature folder view. So create a folder. And then, so you can create what is the next one? You can create a page objects. That's how we can create a page objects here. The new package you create a new package. So I'm going to create a new package. So step underscore def one package step definition. So I'll create and one more page objects, right? Page objects, another package. So page objects. So another package I'm creating. Next, so what we have, runner file. So we create a runner package. New package. So runner package. So like this, you create all the different packages. After creating a package, same you can implement the hybrid framework. We created logs, right? Logs you can create. So log file you can create here, resources, all these things you can manage here also. Again, utilities, you can create utilities also. You can give any utility methods are there. So let's create utility package. I'm just creating, but so if I use, okay. But if you're not using, don't worry. Just know this folder structure you can explain to them in your interview also. This is my project structure. So this is how we are going to have my folder structure, and I will do in the future. All my features I will create. So in my page objects, all my page elements will identify and methods I will write there. In the runner class, test runner class will be there. So then step definition, I will create a definition file. Steps I will implement there. Then utilities, all my utility files will be there, like WebDriver utility methods. Then you have Excel reader files. So reading the data from Excel sheets. And all utility data will be there in the utility files. So this you can specify here like this, all the folder structure. Then you have a target folder. In the target, my reports will store. You can tell that reports also. Screenshots folder, everything you can tell the entire project structure. That's how you need to explain give me your framework, which framework you are using. That's a question you will get. You can tell either a hybrid framework or BDD Cucumber framework. If you tell BDD Cucumber, you tell all this folder structure. If you tell hybrid framework that I have given last week, right? That you tell entire project structure. So we are using a form.xml. Maven we are using. Maven project we created. In the Maven project, this is our project structure. In the form.xml, we have a dependencies, all the dependencies we added. Then we have a build section, and then properties section will be there. So you can explain all these concepts. Okay, so that's how it will help you to solve that very clearly. And so this is the one future. Now you need to create a first feature file. See that the scenario I have given very clearly here. Create a login.feature file under feature folder. So go and create this login.feature file .feature extension. Go and create this. So right click on the feature folder, new file. So you create the login.feature. Click on finish. See, Can you see here? It is turned to green. This is the yesterday we installed the Cucumber Eclipse plugin. Because of that plugin, you're getting this. You're getting this option. See, now you have all the author, keywords, features, scenario, and given, when, and but. To enumerate more given, when, then, and steps. If you want to enumerate more steps, more conditions, if you want to add, you can use either and or but. Scenario outline. I told you list of steps for data driven as an example section and a placeholder. So example section is contains a table. So background keyword, I was explaining, right? Background keyword. List of steps run before each scenario. You write that step using background keyword. These are all the document strings, pipe symbols, data tables. How you will separate the one data to other data with this pipe symbol. And at the data tags, you can specify the tags and labels to group the scenarios. So placeholder, you will write a placeholder like this. So these are all the different things. Now you can have, see, so given, and, when, and, then, and. So this is the tags how you will write. Creating tags for scenario by scenario. So this is the word I'm going to do that. So same thing, yeah, just copy paste this one, first scenario. You also create quickly, and the feature name is login feature. Scenario is successful login with valid credentials. Given, I want to open. So just let me copy paste here, okay? So I'll do the first this thing. So I'll remove all these things and paste it this. See, the first one, you can see that feature, remove these spaces. Scenario, feature, colon must be there. Login feature. Scenario, successful login with valid credentials. First scenario. Given, I want to open Chrome browser and user opens URL. This is the URL we are using. This is the URL. You can write any URL you can take. It's not necessary. This is the only URL you have to use. It's up to you. You can use any URL. This is the URL we are using. You see, they have given already your admin, your email and password. Both we have given. The same thing I am giving here. The same thing I am specifying here. So user opens URL. This one within double quotes. I am giving my application URL. When user enters email as admin@yourstore.com and password as a admin. See, when the actions comes, I'm using when keyword. When the given, I'm using for the preconditions. The precondition, right? Open the browser and open the URL. These are the preconditions for any test case. Then when user enters, when you are using, when you are doing an action step, entering the email and password and click on login button. This is also action, right? That's this and belongs to when. Then once you click on login button, then what will happen? Then page title should be, so this one. It will go here. See, when you click on this, so you log in username password. See, it is where it went to this page. This page, it went to this page. So this is the one, this title I want to validate. So that's what I have written here. So page title should be dashboard, no commerce administration. Can you see this? This is the title. Dashboard, no commerce. So when user clicks on logout link, see, can you see here? I'm logging out. I'm just logging in and logging out. User clicks on logout button. That's again when I'm using. So for verification of the page title, I'm using then. Then this one. When user clicks on logout link, then page title should be your store login. So when you log out, you can see the page title, your store login. This I am validating this with a then. and close the browser. This is the first scenario I have completed. So this is the scenario how you will write with a Gherkin keywords. You will write given, and so this is the what I was telling, right? And to enumerate more given steps and when steps, then steps, you will use and. So that's what we are using. Given after and we used, because this is enumerating one more precondition. So when after C, we are writing one more action step. Action means what? Action means you are doing some action on the page. That's the action steps. And you can see, so this is how you will write a feature file. So let's write another feature file, one more of the right scenario outline. So this also just copy paste as it is. So this is a scenario outline I'm doing. Second scenario, one page, see how many you can write. See how we are writing second scenario. So scenario outline, what it will do? It will do a data-driven testing. It will do a data-driven testing. Login data-driven test. Given I want to open Chrome browser. And user opens URL, this URL. When user enters email as, this is where I am doing a data-driven testing. This is the placeholder, right? See, I'm not giving the values. I'm not giving values. So this is the parameters or placeholders, we call this. And password as a password. The same parameter is my example section table heading. So this is the example section table heading. And password is a PWD. And click on login button. Click on login button. See, email, first email, this one, and password. Second email, this one, password. This is the same scenario. You are testing with the first set of data and second set of data. But you are giving here the parameters. The same parameters should come as a heading of your example section. You can write n number of parameters in this scenario, but each parameter should come as a data table here. The heading, the column. Column name is your parameter name. And below you provide this email value and password value, some other, whatever it is. So then the page title should be this one, and then page title should be your store login and close the browser. So this is how you can create a scenario outline. One scenario outline. Scenario is a simple steps, one single scenario. Scenario outline means same scenario. You are testing with different sets of data. That's a scenario outline. Basically data-driven testing, right? That's a data-driven testing. So how you can do data-driven testing in BDD Cucumber? If they ask you, you have to give answer using scenario outline followed by example section. That's the answer. And okay, feature file is done. Now I need to develop the page objects. What is page objects? Page objects means you know, right? So these page objects you need to identify all these page objects. So this element, and login button, all these elements you have to identify. So let's go and identify these page objects. So how to identify these page objects? So I'm just giving here everything. So you can create a login page.java I created. So just a Java class, right? Page class. So let's create a page objects, login page.java. Java class. Just create a Java class. Under that package, I'm creating a login page. Click on finish. So one by one element, you can identify that. First, you have to create the constructor, right? So you create a constructor. Even you can implement the logs, logger also you can implement. So you have to take care of that also. Logger, you can implement that also. So I'm just creating as per our previous thing, and I'm declaring a, so this one, a constructor I'm declaring same as it is, find by annotation, all the methods I'm writing. So setter and getter methods I'm writing here. So this as it is, I'm just copy pasting this, all the concepts. I'll explain you one by one, basically what I'm doing. Okay, import this WebDriver because you already have a Selenium library in your project. So this is the, we can say private, right? Not for this class only at that one, private WebDriver driver. So page factory, import the page factory. So then this is done. See, so when you are initializing this page, you have to give a driver variable. So this dot driver equal to driver, this parameter. This factory dot init elements, the driver, and this. Find by annotation, you are using @find by annotation. So web element also import it. These are all you are familiar with this. I don't want to explain. So the email edit box, this email edit box, I'm identifying this email edit box. And name, so ID, name, and CSS, the login button I'm using. So this CSS tag name dot class value, I'm using that. Link text, logout link I'm using, and then private web element. So this is all the encapsulation class, right? So your variables are private and your methods are public. See, public void set email, setter methods, set password, click on login button, click on logout link. That's it. Is element present, one method I'm writing here. So duration class, you can just import arg.openqa.selenium. You have to choose java.time. Think java.time. So let's see if I have a Selenium side. I'm just checking. arg.openqa.selenium is there or not? I'm just checking. I think it's not there. So Java one only. So java.time, javax. Java.time. Okay. So by class is from the arg.openqa.selenium package. So just import that also. Done. So page class is done. You know how to create the page classes, page objects. This is all page object model. So why you need a page object model? If they ask you, what is the answer you have to give? So if any change happened to the page, web page elements, you don't need to change in other places. Only one file you can modify. That's this page class file. So you are using all these elements, right, in another place, but you don't need to modify it there. So previously in the beginning classes, what we did, everywhere you're using this object identification. But now we are restricting to one file only. If some change happened, you can just come to this file and only you can change here only. It won't reflect in other files. You don't need to modify. Wherever you are calling these methods, you don't need to modify there. So that's the advantage with encapsulated classes. See, this is the encapsulation example for the in your framework. You can talk about all this. So then step definition. You create the step definition. So I'm going to create a login step definition. That's a class name I'm going to give. So the same I have mentioned here. Just copy paste this. Create a step definition file under step underscore def package. So login step definition. I'm going to create that. Basically, I'm implementing this each step. I'm going to write. I'm going to write this step. Okay, at least one I'll write so that you can understand how the mapping is happening between the feature file and even step definition file. So in the diagram I have shown you yesterday, right? How this mapping is happening. So let me show you that. Login step definition, just create this. Even you can get automatically. So there is a plugin in the Chrome browser. Just install that plugin so that each feature, this steps if you give, automatically the step definition methods it will give it to you. So let me show you that. So Gherkin. So let's Google that. Gherkin style, Gherkin plugin for Chrome. TD Gherkin, this is the one. TD Gherkin Chrome Web Store. So what is the one you have to type? TD Gherkin. Even you don't need to struggle. Automatically, it will give you your step definition code. The pattern it will give you automatically. So click on this and add to the Chrome. So I'm also adding. Please add this TD Gherkin. So agree. Chrome. Okay. So then you can open this apps. It will be there in the apps. Then you can open TD Gherkin. So I can go there. So apps, under apps, this TD Gherkin will be there. What is this? TD Gherkin. So it's installed or no. English, I don't want Spanish. Add to Chrome. Why it is asking add app? So it is there. You can see TD Gherkin. You can just add, click on this and give these steps. So automatically it will generate for you entire step definition file. Just place it here. Select the Java steps. See, automatically you will get the entire code like this. See, you don't need to see how easy to generate the Gherkin steps. Start the app. Select the Java steps, and you can see that set date given. Automatically you got this, right? The mapping. Can you see the mapping? I want to open Chrome browser. Same step, right? Here we have written given. How we are writing? The Gherkin step, Gherkin keyword @ symbol in the step definition file. So let me write one so that you can understand. Remaining I'll copy paste. Okay. See, first step. This step, how I am writing this step. So if you want to write manually, if you don't want to use a TD Gherkin, just copy this entire thing. Go to the step definition file and write like this. So @ symbol given. After given, just put a bracket within double quotes. So remove the spaces. That's it. Then below you write public. So void I want to, every word you put underscore, okay? Every word you put underscore. I want to open Chrome. Otherwise, you can write your own method, okay? Your own method also you can write. Chrome browser. This is how you can write. So given, just write a given keyword. Import this io.cucumber java en. So like this, you will see mapping this feature file and step name file mapping is happening. Exactly whatever the step name is there, you have to write same thing here. Even no spelling mistakes, no spaces. whatever the letter here in the feature file, same should be mapped here. This is the pattern I was talking above the Java method. The pattern, this is the pattern should match with the feature file. Okay, the same you are getting in the this one here in the this file also, right? Let me give this entire. Oh, already here, already opened. I opened multiple. Okay, so same code you can copy paste. This is the same code you can copy paste. See, all are coming as it is. So you can write as it is. Everything you are getting as it is only. So same you do. So I want to open Chrome browser. So a user enters email as even if this pattern also you will get. You don't need to worry about that. Okay. So string argument 1. So this you can give argument 1 like maybe username or whatever it is, right? Username, and this one is a password. You can give password like this and import this when keyword. So when keyword, open the application URL is missing here. Let me see where is that. Okay, so this should go to here. So here in this given step it should, and so make sure this is the given only. Same, this is the given step only. Okay, not and. It's a given step. It's a given step, not and step. So these things you can remove all these things not required. These things you can remove because we need to write a code here. The Selenium code you have to write, right? To open the browser, all this code. So that code as it is you build up and throw new pending exceptions. All this you remove it. So after entering username password, user click on log out, not log out, right? Login button. I think these are all no so disorder, but make sure you put it in the proper order. So once you verify, then you will click on the this one. This page title should be, and you can use this one. No issues. Page title should be. You can keep it here. Okay, so this is how you need to write it. So this click on login button is belongs to when. If you are confusing, you write your own. Okay, you write your own. Every when after and is there, that should write here when only. So you have to write when only. So don't write and. So you have to use that and belongs to Gherkin keyword, primary Gherkin keyword, given, when, then. So that you have to take care. Import this, then also. So then also import. So then remove this. This is easy, right? Using the, otherwise manually you have to write all this. This pattern writing is not easy. If you know regular expressions, you can write. Otherwise we cannot write. So that's why make sure you take the TD Gherkin help and create this. So even company inside also you can use this plugin. Plugins they will allow you to install. So you don't need to worry about that. Okay. This then only. This close the browser is then only. Then related. So you can create this. So this is how we can generate the Gherkin code. This is called Gherkin code. It's called Gherkin code. Control Shift format. Code will come in the same line. So this is how we are going to write. This is called Gherkin code, we call this. But you have to write the steps now. So you have to write the code. So all that code I have given already. So let's go and copy from here. So any questions here? Questions and concerns? Let me know if you have any questions and concerns. So I'm just developing that entire code. I'll explain you. Okay. So what code I have written, I'll explain that entire thing. So WebDriver, you import the WebDriver. So that's why it is throwing error, import it. Login page. Login page is a different package, right? You are using in this package means you have to import that. So login page and WebDriver wait also we are using. So import that WebDriver wait. So wait commands. So WebDriver manager, we added a WebDriver manager. So I add the WebDriver manager also, Chrome driver. So all this you have to import. So implicit wait duration dot of seconds, this is the Java dot time. Okay. So login page. Login page you have to give the driver. See, this is the login page is the constructor is a parameterized constructor. You have to pass the driver. So pass the driver here. So that it will be easy for us. Make sure you pass the driver. Sorry, you didn't pass here in this. Here you didn't pass, that's a mistake. Okay, don't make mistake. Here you have to pass the driver. So you have to pass the driver here. So see the this login page, how you defined, how you created, whether it is a default constructor or parameterized constructor. You see, we have here parameterized constructor. This is a parameterized constructor, right? So while creating object for this class, you have to use the parameterized constructor, you pass it. Okay, so there is somewhere else asset. So asset is the one you have to use JUnit framework. JUnit, so we have to use Jupyter JUnit, JUnit Jupyter. This one assertion. Here it is assertions dot assert true. So this also assertions dot assert true, because we are using JUnit 5, right? That's why you have to use this. So let me explain from the beginning what I am doing. Step definition file @given. I want to open Chrome browser. So the same step you see, you copy and set here, same step. So you copy the same step and you can see here in the step definition. It is highlighting. So wrapper search, this is the one highlighting. That code I'm writing. This open the Chrome browser. You open so that code you write WebDriver manager Chrome driver dot setup driver equal to new Chrome driver and maximize the browser, add implicit wait and create a wait object and create the login page. So only this step related Selenium code only you have to write, not any other code. See next. User opens URL, say string URL. So this, so public void user opens URL, string URL, and try how to open the URL, driver dot get method. So I'm passing this URL you will get from this feature file here. So this will come to this URL here, the string you are specifying, and it will paste it here. Okay, so that is the one you are going to get it. So when user enters email as a string and password as a string and string email and string password. So LPZ means login page dot set email, this email, and login page dot set password. See where this step related code only you have to write inside that method. Then click login button went to another step. When click on login button, same I'm writing LPZ dot click login button. This step name is your method name. You don't need to write which method name I need to give. You don't need to struggle also. So that same will be shown in the reports. That will help you. So that will help you. Then the page title should be string. If driver dot get page source contains login was unsuccessful. For example, if you give a negative test data here, suppose if you give negative test data, if you log in, you'll get a login was unsuccessful. This message I'm saying, if your source code contains this login was unsuccessful, that's what I'm writing. Driver dot get page source. Get page source, what it will fetch? The entire source code, right? source code contains login was unsuccessful, because this message is there in the HTML code only, right? This message in the HTML code. And HTML code, how you can fetch? Using get pay source method. That get pay source method I'm using, and I'm validating whether this message, only this text is there or not in this entire HTML code. Obviously it will be there, right, in the entire HTML code. So that time if it is there, and assertions dot set true driver dot get title contains your store login. So if you get this, this is the page state, your store dot login. So else assertions dot assert equals the title and driver dot get title. So we are comparing both of them. Then so user clicks on logout link, lpz dot click logout link. So then close the browser. If driver is not null, then quit the driver. So this is the how you can write the step definition files. Okay. Any questions here till now? I'll pause. We created the feature file. In the feature file, we created one scenario and one scenario outline. Scenario outline is followed by example section, mandatory. If you don't write example section, it will throw error. You must write the example section. Then we created a page objects. All the page elements we identified and we are using there in the page classes. Step definition file, we are using them. Those methods only we are calling. You see that. Nowhere I am using, anywhere I am using the web page elements. No. So that's all page object model will help us. So you are not going to write in every test case your object identification. That's not the best practice. Once a framework comes, everything will be in the separate folder structure. You will organize the code so that it's easy. So to maintain, to reuse the code, all this will help us. Then last one is runner file. The runner file. Runner file is very important. So runner file, what it will do? So how to run your test cases? Which file? Where to look for this feature file? Where to look for this stabilization file? So what kind of reports you want? All these Cucumber options you can set up in the runner file, test runner file. That's a runner file we need to write it. So let's go and see the runner file. What is the runner file? I have given already here. So please go to our blog, step by step, very clearly given how to write this. See that. So create a runner Java file under runner package. So create a runner file, test runner, create a file, just Java class, basically a Java class. Go to runner package, right click and class. Click on finish. Just a runner file we created, runner Java class. Then copy paste this entire code. This entire thing you copy paste till here. And the class above, package below. Here. So here basically all the things will be there. See, so please understand here very carefully. This is the settings file for your entire test cases. Which file to run, which file you don't want to run, which file, where the step definition file is there, where feature files are there, which report you want, what kind of report you want, all you can set in this runner file. This is the very important test runner file. See, delete run with, this is the JUnit annotation, right? You run with the cucumber.class. That's the Cucumber in the JUnit. So JUnit Cucumber options. This is the, what are the Cucumber options? This is the interview question. So you need to tell Cucumber options are features. You have to give the feature file location. Where is our feature file location? This is the feature file location. So you have to give this feature file location. Right click, properties. This is my feature file location. But there my feature file location is wrong, right? So I have to replace this. So I'll give this. So replace my feature file location. Just exactly give this feature file location. That's it. Okay. And where is the how you're referring the feature file location with the features cucumber option. Glue. Glue is what it is telling glue. Glue tells you where is your step definition files. So this is the package name we have given. You can see here. This is the package name we have given. Step_def. Any package name that you give. Glue equal to step_ key value pair. So these are all key value pairs. Please catch that. Key value pairs. These are all key value pairs. Then plugin equal to curly brackets pretty. Basically, this plugin cucumber option is used for reporting purpose. So the report you want pretty, good color, you can use pretty. Then HTML report : where you want this HTML report? I'm putting inside the target folder. Can you see here? Every Maven project has a target folder. So target / cucumber-report.html. So this is my HTML report. Under target, this file will generate after running your test case. Then JSON output / cucumber.json. So this project below, JSON output folder will create. Under that folder, you have a cucumber.json file with a report. Next, XML. So one more report is there. JUnit::JUnit_XML folder will create under the project directory / cucumber.xml will generate. So that is the another file will generate. Then so dry run. So this dry run equal to, if you put a true, it will check the mapping between feature and step definition file is proper or not. Any step is missing, it will find out. If you put a true. First time when you are running, put a true and run it, so that any steps you haven't implemented in the step definition, that will catch automatically, it will give it to you. Otherwise, you always mark it as a false. Monochrome equal to true. The console output will show in a readable format. Otherwise, if you put monochrome equal to false, all the special characters, it will come and your report, your console output should not be in readable format. That's why you have to put in the monochrome as a true. Okay. Yeah. So that's it. All the modules, all three modules I told you: feature module, step definition module, runner module. So now you right click on this runner module, test runner.java file, right click, run as JUnit test. Then your test case will execute automatically. See, the code will start executing. Okay, how to run first Maven clean. Let me run Maven clean. Okay, so Maven clean, let's run the Maven clean. It has to download all of them, right? So then Maven install or Maven test. Let's install first time. So all the plugins, anything missing, it will download. Say then test runner is started executing. Something is failed. Let's see what is the immutable map, login data driven test. No such method. Something is missing. That's why it is No such method error. Okay, I have shown you this, right? No such method error it comes. How to solve this? See, this is all showing here, right? No such method error. I have given the solution for this. Right, you can see here. No such method error. Collect immutable map. Yes, every method is showing here, right? I want to open Chrome browser. The same issue we got. I want to open Chrome browser. This file login.feature 21. Login.feature 21. So this here it is failing. So that means beginning itself it is failing. This same solution I have given in our blog. So here it is. You can see. See, this is the one. No such method error. So java.lang, no such method error. Collect immutable error when trying to execute tests using Chrome driver and Maven. So then you have to. So there is a solutions here. Go to this. You can get the solution for above problem in the below link. So just go and open this. So just open this. There are solutions. So a problem comes and we have to see the solutions. What are the solutions? See, 4.1.1. I think we used the same 4.1.1 only Selenium. Right? Go to form.xml. What is our Selenium 4.1.4 I used. So I used 4.1.1. So then your problem will be solved. So let's run this now. Let compatible issues all this, okay? So Maven clean. Then Maven install. See, started working. So that's a problems comes. You have to Google it. Okay, so don't need to stuck there. Google it, and you will get the Stack Overflow is the website. There you will get a solutions. Try it out. That's how you can proceed before asking other persons. First Google it and get the solution. Try it out. So different websites you try. If not getting, then you take help from the team members. Otherwise, they are going to know, so misunderstand you. Maybe this guy doesn't know anything, all this, okay? That you avoid asking the people. First, try yourself. And you will circle, then you go for the team members. So that's the, see, this is the test case is executed. See, total 3 run, 1 failed. What is the failure? You can see that. So log out link is not found. That's okay. So because you didn't log out, right? You didn't log in first. That's why it is failing. But you have to call the method. Here you need to call the method. It's in the step definition file. So step definition file. So you have to write here. If it is not logged out, so if it is not logged in, right? Is element present you have to use. Then you can say, so this step won't execute, and you can write quit the web driver. Quit the web driver. Okay? That's what we need to write. So, but this is the okay as of now. Okay, so this is how you need to write the code for that. Just to finish this and try to run this and come back. And tomorrow I'll show you a few more scenarios how to automate this.